Hello friends, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming and welcome to my Spectre testing. Gonna test out a few Spectres. I have a couple that I already like, but I want to run some maps with Spectres, get used to that. Kind of getting ready to make a video at some point in the near future on that. And not currently, I have one other build I'm working on, but yeah, I'm working with these guys so far. The Flame, I forget what they're called, Flame Sentinels? Something like that. There you are, Flame Sentinels. So, first one I'm going to be playing around with Flame Sentinels, and spoiler alert, in my opinion, they're actually the best out of those that I've tested so far, including ones that were previously thought to be the best. So, I'm going to just go ahead and remove this. I've retooled my skill tree a little bit and changed some things up. So we'll get everything running here, get my zombies up. Got 9 zombies now. And get my haste back on. But yeah, basically I retooled it so that I could get Death Attunement and Fearsome Force. I kind of spec'd out of this stuff down here so I could grab Cruel Preparations, get a very similar amount of life. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and I also got Elemental Equilibrium. Oh, apparently I am also recording as well as streaming. There you go. So I got Elemental Equilibrium because I have some lightning damage. Hey, Matthias! I'll get it. But yeah, I have some lightning damage to attacks here, which allows me to use fire and ice specters to great effect. So I'm just gonna do a map really quick. I'll do like oh, is there any I haven't done yet that I have? I will do this. Well, let's just do a core for now. So I'm gonna do a core. I'm gonna go ahead and quantity it up. I don't really want to run minus max resistance, but you know what? We'll just do it. Yeah, we'll make it work. Actually, let's see. We have, let's go ahead. Maybe I shouldn't do, whatever. It's fine. I'll be fine. I might die. Legitimately might die doing this, but we're going to give it a shot. So yeah, a couple of different things here. Matuos, good point. Hey Lucy, how's it going, man? Whoa, get some lag right around here. So, as you can see, the damage is very, very high. The clear speed is very, very high. This is a tier 14 map, and I currently have a level 25 Spectre. Once I get enough GCPs to quality it up to 20, I'm gonna try to evolve it, of course. And I might just end up buying a 2120 raised Spectre at some point, but I got Spell Echo, Empower, only level 2 Empower currently. Hey MSEC, how's it going, man? Going pretty well here. Pierce, GMP, and Feeding Frenzy, which I think is really good, better than minion damage on Spectres, especially ranged ones, because they basically just run forward. So I'm just going to throw some stuff out here and press the fast forward button. It looks like we got 3 double portals, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, I have Rain of Arrows with life gain on hit, faster attacks, and the main reason for that is to get the Elemental Equilibrium going. Good luck with the loot. Not so far. I've had okay luck with the loot this league so far. Nothing great, but yeah, the life gain on hit really helps with survival. Hillock came to attack while we were doing our blight here. But yeah, as you can see, the clear of these these Spectres is really good. I can get like 4 more levels on them, possibly 6, depending on the craft I get. And they're quite strong. So just need to make sure we're not letting anything past here. Yeah, the loot is okay. I would say average. I haven't gotten anything exceptional. I've gotten some good rares. I've gotten a couple of rares worth like 25 gold or something, or 25 chaos this week, which is pretty reasonable. Decently good loot. Alright, so took down the blight pretty easily. Got lots and lots of oils, so that's good. Got 2 oil chests, 2 these ones. Oops, splinters. Accidentally went through, wasted. Hopefully I won't need to use any of these, but might do. There you go, got a Breach Scarab and a couple of the just generic ones here. Alright, and we got Hillock. I'll just take the intelligence, see what we get for unveilings here. Resistance. And yeah, let's go with the Dex quality. Don't really need a... I'm gonna try not to pick up too many things, but yeah, here you'll see some compelling gameplay with all of the frames per second. Curse on hit? Nope, just life gain on hit. The main reason I'd like to run Curse on hit, but I'm not gonna have enough links to do it, unfortunately. Especially not to run my auras as well. Get that Ramparts. But yeah, just life gain on hit, and the main reason I'm doing it is because I do lightning damage, and I'm running Elemental Equilibrium. So when I hit with my Rain of Arrows, it gives minus 50 to fire resistance, which really increases the damage. As you can see, these bosses go down quite quick. I'm also running Skitterbots for a permanent chill and also shock. It's a 20% shock, so it's a 20% more damage. My voice went up a little bit there, you may have heard. I almost died, freaked out a little bit. But yeah, it's 20% more damage on every build. So basically right now, if you can fit Skitterbots into a build, you do so, because it's very, very powerful. And I can almost see what's going on, but yeah, we took them down pretty good. This is a pretty sketchy map. Currently, it's a minus max map. Ooh, hey, unique museum. What is that one even? Oops. Sure. Grab that. What do we got here? Putrid Cloister. Nice. Okay. Oh, Putrid Cloister is the divination card one. I like that one. Cool, cool. Had a bringer of Raindrop yesterday while working on challenges. Yeah. I would love to get a Headhunter as well. I feel like it's a little less likely this league. I don't think there's any real natural ways to do it. Yeah, I'm basically lagging pretty much constantly this league, honestly. Unfortunately, I am just lagging so much lag. But yeah, these Spectres seem to be the best out of all the ones that I've tried. I don't have the links to use what are they called? The ones you're using? What are the ones the Spectres you're using called again? Slave drivers. I don't have the links to use slave drivers, although their damage looks very high as well. But I have tried the solar guards, which were previously the clear ones, and I feel like now that the new levels have been added, I actually think that these ribbons are actually better for clear, because I tested out the solar guards, and I'll show you guys here in a little bit. I'll just demonstrate it, but I actually think these guys are better damage, better clear overall. So, hey KGB, how's it going, man? So yeah, I think there's been a paradigm shift in the best Spectre as far as clear speed ones going. One of the big issues with these ribbons before is they were a little bit squishy. They didn't, but now that you can have them higher level, once I get to like level 90 Spectres, which I'll get eventually this league when I get level 4 in power, and also get the craft for the +2 to support gems for my bow. But once I get those, I should have like close to level 90 Spectres, and then we should see some pretty, because this is like later on red maps I've done. Exception present. Cool. Well, that's unfortunate. So let's go ahead and switch to that's not the right one. That's my old Magic the Gathering thing. Kitava's Heralds. You should try a larger version of those guys. Can only have 2. They shoot super fast. I think... Which map do you get those on? Or which zone? Because I feel like these are the only ones. Maybe I'm missing something, but these are the ones with the augmented fireball MSEC. So yeah, let me know which zone they're in, and I can check to see if that's the case. But yeah, it looks like we got a crash. This is the first crash I've had in a little bit. I have had crashes this league. There are definitely performance issues. If I pull up my frames per second, you'll see, especially during Blight maps, with all the fireballs and everything going on. But yeah, to my knowledge, these are the, what are they called? The Flame Sentinels, and I wasn't aware of there being any bigger ones than this. Also, you shouldn't be able to only have two. You should always be able to have the same amount of Spectres. So unless I'm missing something, yeah, that doesn't sound quite right. Frost Sentinels. I like the Frost Sentinels too. I feel like the Frost Sentinels would be better using the charge sharing unique shield with Victario's Charity with Necromantic Aegis, because they have a base crit chance of 7% instead of 5%. So if you get 3 power charges, because of the way power charges work on minions, you'll have like 42% or 48.25 or something percent crit chance instead of like 27% or whatever it is. I don't remember. I did the math earlier, but it was 20 something percent versus 40 something percent with the ones those. Yeah. Oh, monkeys. Nice. Zombies headbutt everything. Just using your Spectres to buff up your monkeys. That seems, or buff up your zombies. That seems pretty good too. Okay. Veil. Sure. It's pretty cool. I like that. Sure. And channeling skills minus mana cost. Got to get that Cyclone. Got to do my Facebreaker Cyclone build at some point. Probably not going to do it immediately, but definitely want to get it done. This is a league where I think the Facebreaker Cyclone is going to definitely out-achieve the more standard Cyclone build. $20-something seems accurate. I think the Frost ones have like 47% instead of like 25%. I don't remember the exact, but it's something along those lines. Alright. Scullies just warp around the map killing everything before I can see them most of the time. That's pretty good. Quality of life with shatters, yeah. The freeze and shatters, boy, look at these. Look at this FPS drop. 3 FPS for a second there. As you can tell, this is high quality gameplay all around. Well, we'll be fine, maybe. Hopefully. But yeah, I should probably get bone armor too. But yeah, definitely. At least we didn't die and lose experience, but I don't think we completed the laboratory. Wait, is there no time limit on the laboratory anymore? Or am I imagining things? Maybe my minions finished it off when I... June... Huh. Well, it looks like... Oh, there it is. My minions must have finished it off when I went off, so cool. Awesome. Awesome. Good job, minions. Alright, let's go kill Malachi. Hopefully not all the maps will be this bad. It is distinctly possible that that'll be the case. Infernal. Alright. Well, I'll test out a couple of different things. I'm not focusing on my zombies so much for DPS. So, I don't know... Oh, oop, down here. Going the wrong way. This map always confuses me. Because it's laid out a little bit weird, but it's down here. Take on Malachi. Just go ahead and set up the flesh offering. Get the debuff on him. Her, another flesh offering. Pretty good bossing DPS though. Malachi does do a lot of damage though, so you got to make sure that you're actually gotta make sure you're actually dodging things and whatnot. And also got to reposition so that Piety is actually hit. But yeah, the frames are... This is the path of very low frames. Yeah, I think the performance is just... There's too much going on. I got stunned. Or was it frames? I don't know. I either got stunned or couldn't move because of FPS. That's a lot of experience to lose at level 91, unfortunately. But, yeah, whatever. We're fine. We'll get it back. I might also be lagging just because I'm streaming. I'm not really sure on that either. But yeah. Oh man, 18 frames, 20 frames. The FPS bar is just bumping. I don't know if it's just this map. I wasn't having this much trouble earlier when I was playing. I mean, I was having some trouble, but it wasn't this bad. This has been exceptionally bad. Okay. Oop. I can't tell what's going on in my field. I do not have an instant life flask. I have an accelerated life flask. Alright, so we got him. Couldn't really tell what was going on. Hey, look, now, look at all those frames we're getting now. Malachi was the one causing all of our lag, turns out. Rip. Alright. Well, let's see if the other maps are as bad. Maybe it's just these Spectres specifically, I would say, but honestly, I hadn't really experienced that earlier. Speaking of lag, let's go ahead and try out a Blighted map if we can find one. I want to see how well these guys perform in a Blighted map. I want to do at least a yellow Blighted map. I don't really want to do a white one. I don't even know if we have any Blighted maps. I wish there was a way to sort. There might be, and I'm just unaware of it, but... my knowledge, it doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe, oh, there you go. Okay, we'll do a Blighted Palace. So, a red tier Blighted map. I'm going to quality it. Not going to bother corrupting it. Elemental Equilibrium, Chaos and Elemental Resist, more life. This might be sketchy. The more life in this is going to allow things to get past, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, we're going to stretch the limits of our computer. Or I'm going to stretch the limits of my computer. Okay, so it looks like there are just 2 room entrances, so this might actually not be that difficult, although this one's pretty close to that entrance. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a chilling tower right outside of this, and then I'm going to also throw a chilling tower outside of here, so kind of got the choke points covered. I'll upgrade those both to 2 for now, and then I'll put a minion one right next to it, and then I think we'll just start. So get these kind of upgraded, and I like to use the scout towers a lot near the... oh, whoa, there's one right next to us. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a big problem. Well, we'll be fine. We can just camp on top of it. Hopefully we can kill things fast enough. They'll still be slowed by the time we get through. But yeah, as you can see, we're at a consistent like 12 to 30 FPS. Not great. I'm going to go ahead and put a shocking tower here near where our actual base is. And then I'll just fill the rest with... it's not big enough. It's only big enough to hit this row, which is a problem. Maybe I should have just went with a different tower. Should be fine. As long as the boss doesn't spawn through this tower in particular. Oh, looks like we got another one out this way. I'm going to go ahead and put another freezing tower on it. Or near it. So we're slowing all directions. the shock tower here. So we'll have some time to react, even though our frames are 13, 12, 17. It's just great, you know? I am currently not running Herald of Agony on this build. I pretty much accomplished everything I wanted with the Herald of Agony. Like, it proved to be a pretty efficient league starter. And now I'm just trying out Spectres before I move on to a non-summoner build for a bit. Really helps with the Blighted map FPS. Whoa, hey. Well, I can't click on anything. My pixels are going super crazy here. So, yeah, this should be fun. Oops. And it looks like we got a big proximity shield, which is also going to be an issue. I will put maybe stun towers. Ooh. Oh yeah, I don't like to put stun tower actually, because I think they fixed the bug with that. Nope, looks like we lost. Alright. Well, I couldn't really do anything that fight, but yeah. That was an attempt at a red blighted map, and yeah, it didn't work out so well. So maybe it was the Spectres we used, but I think it was probably more of the just not being able to react to anything or do anything. So probably could have moved out and made some more towers outside of this room. It was kind of a weird closed-in choke point, but it works out. Fire tower with meteor upgrade doesn't cause FPS drops. I have not tried that, little meow meow, so I'll have to give that one a shot next time. Okay. Yeah, I've just been using the minion and the freezing towers primarily, but yeah, I'll try the meteor towers, see if it doesn't FPS drop too much, because that's a big deal. I wasn't even able to upgrade things or click on them because, you know, I was running at like 12 frames per second. Not great. Not fantastic. Alright, well, I'll do one more map with these Spectres in particular, and then we'll try out another one. I'll do a siege map, which is the highest one I have. I don't have it completed yet, so let's go ahead and do that. And that doesn't really matter. Didn't get great rolls on that, but that's okay. It's fine. And we'll do a Zana mod. 2 maps for the price of 1. We have 3, and it's our highest one anyway. I'll just do Fortune. Yeah, the spawn being right next to the pump probably made it impossible. I wasn't able to pay attention to what actually got me because I couldn't see anything that was going on. So, no, it might have been that. But yeah, this is a tier 15 map. Spectre clear is pretty comfortable. Yeah, once we get Empower level 4, currently have it level 2, and a couple of other upgrades, I have a feeling we'll be trivializing basically everything with the Spectres. So I think they may have overtuned it a little bit because that's fairly little investment. Looks like we got Harbinger with our Fortune Favors the Brave, so that's a discount. I think that's normally a 5 chaos. Look at that. Nice little dip thing. I can't even react to anything when my FPS is that low. I wonder if it's just my computer, because I wasn't even in a Blight map that time. Might just be the difficulty running my OBS while also playing. I don't know. Like, I feel like last time I had a lot of trouble too. So, hopefully when we are no longer playing a summoner, could be particularly these Spectres. Maybe they just shoot fireballs so fast, cause so many explosions it causes lag. Not sure. But they are very, very quick clearing. I was running them with Fork instead of Pierce, but I feel like Pierce is a little bit better. Fork was nice, but Pierce has a higher damage multiplier. Alright, can we get a tier 16 map anywhere? We got a tier 16 Elder Park, an Elder Tropical Island, I like the Elder Tropical Island. It's nice and linear. However, it is a cannot regenerate life mana or energy shield. Let's go with the park. Okay. Find the divination card. This park is a nice little open map. Wow, yeah, my frames are just terrible, even in just regular maps, not even factoring in Blight. Well, that's fine, I guess. But yeah, I was gonna try the Meteor Tower as well. So much for that idea. Well, we can still do it. We'll just do it with any other towers we upgrade. Honestly, for regular maps, usually I don't really require to use the towers too much. But we'll have to see. Oh. Gotta go protect our base here. Once again, we got some close spawning ones. Not too close. Should be fine in theory. Okay. Speed things up. Luckily, alright, so you said the Meteor Towers, right? Yeah, Meteor upgrade. Okay. Maybe you were trolling. Maybe the Meteor Tower causes the biggest FPS drop of all. I don't know. But we're gonna find out. Alright, so we're down to 5 life already. That's not good. Alright, well, we successfully defended it. So that's a tier 16, but you know, it was just a 6 blight, so it's not that big of a deal. About this stuff. Still need currency. I spent a lot of currency, so I'm picking up a lot of trivial currencies still. Probably should stop that. I'm getting to the point where, well, I'm not profiting a lot just yet. I'm still spending a lot of stuff buying maps from Zana. Once I have most of my atlas completed, I won't need to spend quite as much currency. So I'll probably, you know, switch up my loot filter then. But at the moment, I've got it on the 3rd step of the Never Sink loot filter. Approaching darkness. Alright, let's see how this boss goes, because this boss is kind of obnoxious sometimes. But it looks like it's going down pretty quick. Yeah, there you go. That was a fairly quick kill on a tier 16 boss. Not the fastest in the world, but fairly fast. And there's still a lot of power I can get with this build, so I'm pretty happy with this. Maybe I'll play Summoner for a bit longer, but I definitely need to do another build for videos at some point. I'm enjoying it though a lot. It's fairly both varieties, the Herald of Agony version and the Spectre version. Spectre version seems a lot better because I don't actually have to be as active. Like if I wanted to just kind of run around and not apply the elemental equilibrium to things, I would still just kill things quickly. It takes like a little bit longer to kill. Ooh, what are you? Ooh, isn't that good? Beast for Shawl? I don't remember. I think that's good. Maybe that's not the one that I'm thinking of. Don't know how to manipulate the Atlas and get the same map to drop? I think I have a video on it somewhere. So basically what you need to do is, for instance, if I wanted to get only a certain tier 6 map to drop, I would get rid of all of the other tier 6 and tier 7 maps as well by removing them from the Atlas with an Unshaping Orb. Maybe it isn't called an Unshaping Orb. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I definitely did a guide on it somewhere. I would link you to it, but the show must go on. Yeah, you can just check. I did it last league, I believe, so you can check out some of the videos I did like 3 months ago or so, or 2.5 months ago, and you should be able to find out how to shape your atlas and get the same map to drop. All right. All right. Come on. Yeah. All right. Pretty easy. A little annoying to position in maps like that. Ooh, what a poisoned, eh? Ouch. More than 50 monsters. Yeah, maybe that isn't the one I was thinking of. Alright, so I'm gonna try just building a bunch of Meteor Towers and see how it feels. Yeah, the nice thing about having Feeding Frenzy on your Spectres is that their aggro range is a lot longer. Before you would have had to like jump literally right on top. Even though these Spectres have long range, you would have to literally be right on top of the mobs. Now they aggro from like 2 screens away or so, which is nice. 12 FPS reminds me of my old days of playing League of Legends and my old laptop that I used to have. Ugh. I really need to get my my 3 golden oils at some point. I'm up to 1 silver, so eventually I'm gonna get that. Alright, I can't really tell if my frames are dropping. I know my frames drop a lot when I use Rain of Arrows. There's just a lot going on. But alright, successfully destroyed. Get all that dank loot. Spell damage, no, chaos damage is extra. Hey! So Feeding Frenzy is good for Spectres? Yes. Especially ranged ones, I feel. Well, maybe just in general, because I feel like it would be possibly even better for melee ones. But yeah. Otherwise, like if you're doing a Blight, for instance, you can stand right in the middle, and if you have Feeding Frenzy, they'll run out and they'll start aggroing things that are way out. But if you don't have Feeding Frenzy, they basically wait until things are within like screen range or like 3/4 screen range of you. So I think it feels like it functionally doubles the range on their aggro. I could be imagining it, but it definitely seems that way, and it's definitely noticeable. It might not be that big, but it seems pretty huge from my limited experience of 1 day of playing him. So take that with a grain of salt, but yeah, from what I can tell so far, it feels definitely that way. That's why I use Kitava's Herald, Projectile Ranger. Range is so huge. Yeah. It used to be that the only way you could get them to kind of range a little farther was people said it using faster projectiles did it. I don't really know. That seems wrong to me, but that's what I've read online at least. And it's possible that using faster projectiles and having the Feeding Frenzy might increase their range even further. But I mean, I guess we could test that. There's no reason why not. It just doesn't seem right. It seems like an incorrect thing to me, but I read it online, so must be true, right? I heard it online, must be true. No, absolutely not. It's probably not true, but it might be. Alright, still 50 mobs somewhere. All right, we'll try a different Spectre after this. See what we can get. Because we've definitely experienced these guys enough. I can't do lightning specters. I'm pretty much limited to projectile. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the solar guards. Where are the 50 mobs? Oh, I'm an idiot. Man, some days. Test it. Hopefully it doesn't slow me down. Been using Phantasm support because it scales so well with carrying. That kind of makes sense, I guess. The whole idea of the flat physical damage and getting all the additional minions. I could see that. It feels weird to use that as a support gem, though. I don't know. I just, the Summon Phantasm, there's a unique that does it. Ugh. Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot to flip my life gain on hit, which is a big deal because it currently only gives, what, 44? Yeah, 44 life gain on hit, and I believe you get 20 just from flipping it. So that would quickly outpace it. And it would make situations like that a little bit easier. I'd basically be getting close to 50% more life gain on hit, which is a pretty big deal. Yeah, oh, Soul Rest, that's right. Yep. Yeah, Soul Rest. Soul Rest looks really good right now. It gives a lot of flat physical damage, and that combined with the Carrion Golem and the Phantasm summoning, probably very, very good in terms of DPS. It was already pretty solid, especially if you had a lot of Abyssal Jewels with the flat physical damage as well. There you go. Alright. Alright, all cleared out there. Kind of struggling to get... I haven't gotten any Guardian maps yet, and I'm kind of struggling to maintain higher... Now, granted, I'm also hoarding Sextants. I'm not using my Sextants. Doing pretty bad at doing things that would make it easier to maintain higher maps. I think I just got so used to the map drop rate of Legion League that I kind of stopped... optimizing my mapping. But for now, I want to show off another set of minions, one that's been considered to be one of the better ones. Alright, I just need to remember where they are. I think they're in Solaris Temple. I need to remember to get rid of Spell Echo when I'm summoning minions here, because Flame Sentinel, Solar Elemental. I don't think it's any of those. Alright, there. Solar Guard. Okay, so this is what a lot of people consider to be the best clear speed, but I'm going to show you why I think Flame Sentinel is actually better, because I've tested both of these, and I feel like the Flame Sentinel is actually faster clear. But I'll just demonstrate that, so you don't have to take my word for it. I have to get 4 Solar Guards. I'm a little slow on summoning all these. I'm not used to playing Spectre builds, so I'm sorry if I'm a little slow on the upkeep here. Sentinel, Solar Guard. Okay, got ourselves 4 Solar Guards. I'll take it into a high tier map and kind of show that off as well. 1 Exalt each. Yeah, it's kind of pricey. More than kind of pricey. Alright, unfortunately I only have tier 14 maps now, so really running a little bit low on those. Let's see, let's try to get a little bit of a better setup here. Solaris Concourse? Okay. Yeah. And it doesn't matter where you get them now, because they're always going to be the same level because of the way that Raise Spectre works, but it's good to know that you can get them in a couple of different areas. This is a little low too. I want to try to get a higher item quantity map, if possible. You know what? Man, not getting great stuff here. 85 will work. Alright, let's vol it. And let's go ahead and grab this, and we'll also, you know what? We'll throw in a cartographer scarab. And fortune favors a bird. Alright. So kind of got a semi-juiced up map here. Oh, I didn't I didn't pay attention. Hopefully there's no elemental reflect. Vulnerability, that's going to be hard because we're already pretty squishy. But, yeah. There might not actually be any discernible difference other than the fact that the range. So I feel like these guys have a shorter range but higher damage. And that's why I actually think that the other ones are better for clear because they can hit multiple screens away. You saw how far the fireballs hit. These feel like they have to be much, much closer. Like maybe like 50% closer or something like that. And it's even more particularly noticeable while doing blights, where the ribbons can shoot super off screen, like crazy off screen. These guys are about 1 screen away or so. Alright, and I'm just going to shoot it off. We're going to go back to just using summoning towers to slow things down. I think that's probably fine, but yeah. Their beams actually have very high damage though. Very, very high damage. But yeah, the aggro range is a lot closer, and the damage doesn't seem to be as high. Yeah, the delay on the beams is a little bit long. So overall, I actually think that the Solaris guards are weaker now. Although I think their single target is probably better because the beams just definitely do way more damage than the fireballs. So I think they might be the best kind of middle ground in terms of like single target and clear. So they might be the best all-rounders still, which is good. Look at these frames. Whoa, 7 FPS, new record. It's like golf. The lower your score, the better. Get all these oils. I need elks. I'm just blowing through elks lately. Wretched. Some jeweler's oils. Hey! I have not tried slave drivers yet. I have tried slave drivers previously, and my girlfriend's currently using slave drivers. And she seems to enjoy them, but I actually don't have the sockets. It would probably take, even for a short bow, it would probably take a sizable amount of chromatics to switch it. So I'm basically only doing projectile-based ones for the moment. At a future date, I might try slave drivers, but I've done slave drivers. They're fantastic single target. But I find that the Flame Sentinels are probably the best overall AoE clear, and these Solaris Guards are like the best hybrid AoE / single target. And then for strictly single target, I feel like Slave Drivers are probably the best. So that's kind of my opinion so far, but I've only been testing for today basically. Gem setup is currently Raise Spectre, Spell Echo, Empower, Pierce, Feeding Frenzy, and GMP. I actually don't think these guys need Pierce, so I might just... I mean, I still get the more damage, so it's not like... it's still a valuable comparison, I guess, to the Flame Sentinels, but the... Yeah, I think there's probably something better I could maybe get, like faster projectiles. Wall Advocates. Also, my Empower is currently only level 2 and getting +1 from my bow, so definitely still a lot of power you can get here, but yeah. I feel like Spectres are so strong right now that honestly you can have a pretty suboptimal setup and still clear high red tier maps. Like, I've been clearing tier 14 through 16 maps very quickly. Cerulean Ring, this is the new one. So, in theory, the boss clear should be pretty comparable, at least. With if they actually use their beam, which they're not. Because with their AoE attack, they seem to do less damage than the Flame Sentinels, which is weird. Because previously they did substantially more damage. Yeah. Got the Convoking Wand. What item level is that? 83? Yeah, we'll take it. Gonna be nerfed? Hey, that's how it always goes, Matt. They buff things, they kind of over buff them, and then they have to nerf them next patch. That's the POE meta in a nutshell. We decided that Cyclone needed a buff, and then everybody plays Cyclone. Well, guess Cyclone's guard. We decided Summoners needed a buff. Oh, everybody's playing Summoners? Well, rip Summoners next patch. We'll have to see what the actual data is by the end. Wow, I forget how big the AoE for those Ice Novas are for the boxes. Tried to flame dash away to get out of that kind of stuff, but it doesn't work particularly well. Alright, let's roll this to try to get some plus 46 quantity. Good enough. Good enough. Alright. Don't remember the name, but I got a unique ring with the socket that consumes max level gems. Oh! I know which one you're talking about. I've never gotten that one before, though. Seems cool. True. That is absolutely true. Yeah, but they're so much easier now. You can actually level with Spectres if you want, which wasn't the case before because you needed high-level Spectres. And you can use zombies earlier on, and you get such big boost when you use Unnatural Strength now because of how hard the minions scale from gem levels, that you instantly go from doing pretty well to just absolutely dominating everything. So it seems a little bit awkward, like too good. They were always good, but I think they got pushed a little too hard, maybe. Made it to maps yet? Console forums are filled with everyone bitching console ladders are unfair because pretty much after level 10 as a summoner, you're safe with just zombies up to maps. That's pretty much true. Maybe not level 10. I started using my zombies started never dying around late Act 2. They did die a lot, and you had to resummon them a ton still up through Act 1 and through. So it was more like level 24 or something that I really, 22 to 24, that I really started seeing zombies become just dominant. And the fact that their cooldown is lower as a base now is a big deal as well. Weapon range? Hey, I have a question. Cyclone, what makes Cyclone bigger? Weapon range does, but not as much anymore. Now it has a base weapon range, so just AoE scaling, but it gets AoE scaling from weapon range. So the weapon range on Cyclone always counts as 12 now as a base, and then it gets 8% AoE per weapon range in addition. Yeah, Raging Spirit is very, very, very good. SRS is super strong at the moment for leveling. And I switched to Herald of Agony at around level 45-50, and that also worked really well for leveling. Basically, once you get Unnatural Strength, all of your minions just seem super overpowered, honestly. Alright, what are we at? 113. We're doing pretty good. I mean, all things considered. Having a little bit of trouble sustaining these red maps, though. Probably just do some tier 11s. I actually want to try some more. Does anybody else know any other projectile-based minions that they want me to try? I'm gonna go try the ice ones. I want to show you guys the ice specters. I forget what they're called, but you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Get rid of Spell Echo. Frost Sentinels. Wait, is it Frost Sentinels? Maybe it is. I'll be able to tell when I look at it. Yeah, it's the Frost Sentinels. Deformed Miscreations. Are Deformed Miscreations projectile based? I'll have to look into them. And also, do you know where to get them? The Goatman Shamans? I actually tried Goatman Shamans. They were surprisingly good. Yeah, I can give those a shot on stream while we're here. And I'll have to figure out where... There it is. Alright, got some Frost Sentinels going. Yeah, let's get in and try those out real quick. Go here. Belly or Lunaris 2? Okay, oh, Knitted Horrors are cool. Yeah, they're kind of like a weird hybrid one. I'd like to try them too. Alright, so I'll try some Deformed Miscreations and Knitted Horrors. And the Goat Shaman, yeah. Alright, but I'll just be doing low tier red maps for now to try to kind of sustain things. So it won't be, you know what, I'll do at least tier 13. I have a few of those sitting around at least. Yeah, we'll do Basilica. I'm running low on Cartographer's Chisels and don't really want to... 52. That's fine. We'll do 65. Birds that flick their tail feathers at you in the Oasis. Yeah, I can try those. I don't... Yeah, those will be interesting. Yeah. Alright, so these are the Frost Sentinels in a tier 13. Still running into a lot of FPS problems. Lots of proximity shield here, so it's not giving a great indication. But the way the Frost Sentinels work is their Ice Spear, once it reaches its second stage, instead of getting additional crit chance, it actually just gets 50% more damage, which can end up being a lot. But the Ice Spear does have base 7% crit chance. It is based like regular Ice Spear, so it kind of works like regular Ice Spear, but not exactly, if you know what I mean. So these Frost Sentinels will be better with the Necromantic Aegis, the charge, the Power Charge and Frenzy Charge sharing build, and they'll be better with at a longer range as well. So keeping them at a longer range and getting power charges onto them is going to significantly increase their damage. So I don't have a perfect setup for them, but I think they're very viable in a certain build and maybe extra. They might actually be the best in a certain setup. So if you have a very specific setup, I think Frost Sentinels have the potential to be one of the best clear builds. Also, ooh, gotta get out of there. Drop down to like 8 FPS in the middle.